Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Master Game Theatre, the show that provides you gaming reviews and walkthroughs with the utmost level of sophistication and culture sorely lacking in today's gaming community. I am your host, Reginald Maverick, and once again we present to you with another edition of the Pursuit of Chilled Metal. I think you'll find it quite enjoyable. And with me as always is my effervescent but always intelligent co-host, Carson Ishiyama. Say hello, Carson.
Hello, is Carson even a woman's name?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Karsyn.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. But that's new to me, so... Anyway,
Yes, of course.
welcome to the stream, everybody.
Anyone with us tonight from the get-go, Ken?
I thought there was, but I guess not.
That's okay.
Anyway, well, last time we finished the intermission, we will be beginning...
Right.
We are finally going to be beginning Act 2 today.
That's correct.
So I am excited for this, and I hope you all are too.
Should be fun.
All right. Anyway, I'm gonna load up the save now.
As am I. Russian province airspace.
Yep. Yeah, I am actually excited to see where the story's going now that we've gotten the group back together.
With the princess too.
Yep.
If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity. Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up. Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my awakener. Don't worry, I will. You lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger. I eagerly wait your results.
Looks like you went to sleep.
So this is what the Great Azure Knight looks like up close. I've heard all men are proven at lessons, but I never expected it to stand in the presence of a legend. I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I've done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you, really. And that goes for everyone else, too. Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys. We're just happy you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, alright? True. We were all on edge waiting for you to get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow. You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going out on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs. I guess she's now warm and looking at all the positives now that's all said and done. Look at you, all in my chair, and I've grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks like we have some catching up to do. I'd like to follow Rain's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you, all of you. And dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound. Although I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
We did have time all good, fabulously, if I do say so myself. My only criticism, we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them. I should have asked Emma to look at the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Ah, man, that would have been so cool! Well, it's probably not. Impossible? No, you're just being silly. Sounds about right for our prince.
Well, at the very least, I'd say we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information. But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
Reen!
Huh?
Oh, Toa. So wrong voice.
Toa! George! I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel. So you were on board too? Hey, you bet. Good to see you, Reen.
Toa Herschel.
Toa Herschel. Whoa!
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were still alive, we got told you'd been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I? Sorry, Toa, but I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of my mind ever since we parted ways in Trista. And it's kept me going every step of the way, so thank you.
Oh, you remembered. You promised me you wouldn't die, and you didn't. And then there was the promise you made during the festival anteparty. You said that next year you'd work to make the academy even more wonderful than it is now. We still need to work on that one, but I know you're not the kind of guy to go back on his word.
See, I'm the guy you can count on. George Gnome. Nice to see you're holding up okay. I can't believe you made it through all that fighting and to stay in one piece. But, well, here you are. Good to see you again, George. But how did you two end up on the Courageous to begin with? We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting. There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready. The Courageous began its independent operations right before Andala was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I together the skeleton crew and with Viscount Arseed. We headed straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Ashen Knights. I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous' timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Ashen Knight's pursuit. And we've been traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and seeing us here.
He did?
I hope he's still alright. By the way, what happened to Major Vanda? You two are always joined at the hip.
Alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in Western Aragonia. We're working with your former instructor Major Nightguard as well.
Oh, Lord.
With him too. So he's over in the west now.
Huh, I should have known that 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember? Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Iarm's southern land province. along with Duke Cayenne's Lamar province. The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in eastern Arabonia. Correct! A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the Noble Alliance forces' constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage. On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfires and with great losses.
That's terrible.
Meh, I've heard as much, but it still pisses me off the head.
With the 3rd and 4th divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
Before we shift over, notice the two sisters?
What? You think so?
Look at their hair.
Oh.
Look at their hair color.
Oh, yeah.
Look at their eyes.
Right.
And then, of course, look at the accessories on their arms.
Yep. I thought maybe that last one was just me, but nope. And you have a different one on Tobal than I do, though.
Yeah.
I just have the plain gray one.
He's
Anyway.
a guy, so.
Yeah, but I said I just had the plain gray one. I don't have the one with the crown and the king attire on him. Anyway.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the west has put up a pretty good fight by themselves. It's too early to call things just yet.
As an astute assessment, the situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice. Alright, but that means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, I have a question to pose all of you. The question, rather. With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out? Us?
We were in the midst of discussing that when Reen was taken to the Pantagruel, in fact.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand on both sides. No one here is delusional enough to think a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, we found ourselves up against problems this nation faces again and again. And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this, a part only we can play. We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together we can move things in the right direction for Erebonian as a whole.
That was wonderful, Rain.
Still, we aren't all gathered for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into make all the difference we possibly can in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that. You bet!
I agree completely.
We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Exactly. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can. Hey, what kind of class would we be if we take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love? As well as find our own answers to the questions whether we have looming over us.
That was Eustace, by the way.
Oh, shoot. Oh, well.
As Reen said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though. No biggie, we're Class 7. Throw in a few of Reen's trademark speeches and we're ready to go.
Oh, look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this.
dusty class 7 I'm proud to serve. And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Dulles has something to bring to the table.
Speaking of which, I'm noticing George and Toa's outfits are the same. George's makes sense since he didn't wear a school uniform, but Toa's still wearing the school uniform.
Well, yeah. I think she probably came there straight from the from Boat from the class. They didn't.
I guess so. I guess so. All right.
I mean, our teachers wear the same thing.
Yeah, but again, they're not school uniforms, so that makes sense.
Remember the Academy's motto, arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony. The words of Dragos the Lionheart served to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course, they ring as true as ever.
Hey, it's like you don't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. And it's true that those students are scattered all over the country right now. But I'm sure that each and every one of them will find it too. And they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand, Your Highness. Indeed, I figured you would have already given it some thoughts. But I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take, if you do the honors, Captain. As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do. We're going to entrust this ship to you. From here on out, the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit. What? What?
Father, would you mind elaborating?
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of the ship will be left entirely to your discretion. I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from. Well, yes, but...
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict. I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to innocents pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'll be leaving all of Eastern Erebony in your hands. Wow.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we got the Courageous, we can give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
I'm not even sure the guild could come up with the plan this wild. Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the guild's members handle things, yourself included. Oh, and Alfin?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well. The ship is technically the property of the Arnold household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Alphine Reyes Honor,
Hope I said that right.
will guarantee the legitimacy of their actions. So, do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow! We're truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now. Yeah, seriously.
We hereby humbly accept custody of the Courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebony to us. We'll be counting on you then. I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes. On that day, Class 7 was entrusted with the day-to-day running of the Courageous. Viscount Arseed and Prince Oliver decided they would disembark near Legram and travel to western Erebony across the lake. And after receiving the bare minimum instructions on how to operate the ship, its bright new owners set course for Ebel Highway.
The bare minimum, great. That's gonna help.
Yeah, don't put sugar in the gas tank. Make sure it gets its jet fuel changed every 20,000 miles.
Right.
And inspect at the end of the month.
20,000 miles. I feel like that wouldn't be very long on an airship. I don't know.
I'm giving you in charge of the Courageous' day-to-day operations. I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
Aw, she looks cute with the hat.
Yeah.
So, how do I look?
Wow, it really does suit you.
Yeah, the size is just right too.
Fortunately, I had a spare on hand that was a size smaller.
That is quite fortunate.
You're kind of like a cute mascot, like a human Michi.
Perhaps we should capitalize on this opportunity with an irresistible line of Captain Toa merchandise.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of the fans of the game would like that.
Yeah.
Tee, that sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, you two are terrible.
Good to see the handsomely stitch. Toa is a really suits.
Yep, you definitely look the part of a captain with it.
Haha, I think things would be just fine here in our absence.
Yeah, you guys won't be needing us around much longer. So you guys are taking off then?
You'll be disembarking together with Father, yes?
Yeah, it was nice to help out until you guys got back together again, but now that you are, there's no use in me sticking around. With the situation to the west what it is, I decided to help out over there instead.
I intend to return to commanding the RMP. I believe that's the best way I can contribute to bringing this war to an end.
We understand.
Bye-bye, Claire. If you bump into Lecter somewhere, make sure you say hi for me.
I'll be sure to do so.
I have been entrusted with a number of research tasks by Chairman Arena as it so happens. So this is farewell for now. That doesn't sound shady at all. But, well, stay safe, alright? Whether you're a member of Ouroboros or not, it'll never change how our family's made.
Oh my! I'm touched to hear you say that. Say so. Please, my lady, take care of yourself.
Still, let's keep in touch, okay? I'm gonna keep gathering as much info as I can through the Guild's intelligence network. It's like the airport is the only place where strange stuff's going down now.
True. I'm particularly concerned about what's happening over in Crossbell. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. Give my regards to Miles.
You know it. Thanks for everything that you've done for us. I'm sure that we would have been able to help come this far if not for your help. Hey, no need to get all stiff all of a sudden. You're embarrassing me.
We may be working separately from now on, but I intend to do all I can to aid you in the future. Take care, everyone. Reen, I'd like you to accept this. I hope that it will prove to be of some use to you in the challenges ahead.
Cerulean Hearts. Huh.
Thank you, Captain. You've done so much for us. Especially in Ymir. I can't begin to thank you enough for helping to protect my hometown.
Haha, you needed to thank me. I just did what I felt was right. I wish you all the best in the future. Not as a member of the RMP, but as a graduate at Thor's Military Academy.
Thank you. We'll do all that we can to meet your expectations.
Yowza! Things are getting nice and steamy over there, huh? Milliam, how old are you again?
Oh?
Uh-oh, I feel like I'm losing in the race for most reliable big sister figure all of a sudden. Well, you get a gold star for trying.
Oh, then. It's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now. Cheer up, Alfin. I'm counting on your charm to keep everyone motivated.
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories you'll have to tell me when next we meet, Laura.
Good luck, Father.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own? Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some calling this a second event of the War of the Lions, I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Teehee, oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for sure. Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes to me too. I can't very well call myself a Thor's alumnus and fail to deliver.
Well, well, aren't we birds of a feather? Proud Thor's graduates, and unite! I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The old guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant. Speaking of the old guard, Chancellor Osborne was also a Thor's graduate, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Heh, sorry to say I can't picture it.
Was he now?
Yeah, I may have had our differences, but I still feel certain loss in his passing. I'd like to express my condolences to you while I have the chance. I'm afraid I had never had the chance to truly get to know him. But there's no doubt in my mind that he was one of the greatest men of our time.
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall being on the Alliance's come. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually... Hello?
Then,
Oh, okay.
is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue. I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied. But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
Disappeared, you say?
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them? I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the intelligence division did something to that effect.
A disappearing corpse certainly calls for concern. It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions. Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can stir up even from beyond the grave. He had so many plots in motion. I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
Probably not.
And we fast forward 2 days. Touring Erebonia 1.
Courageous Bridge. Changing weather or wind directions is keen to increase in provincial airspace. They're currently cruising in a speed of 300 mph. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar this fall.
Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds. Take extra care that we aren't noticed by the noble lines of surveillance.
Yes, ma'am. Huh. She's her own actual at this. Yeah, it's hard to believe she's only been in position for a day.
Indeed, she has proved a worthy captain in Father's place.
As if anyone could fit the role better than our student council president.
She still looks like a mascot character, though.
That's just one of her many charms.
Yeah, and besides, I can feel at ease knowing she's in charge. So, today's the day we start our journey anew, right?
Right. We settled what we'll be doing last night. Now all that remains is to do it. Previous day, Courageous Conference Room. Well, Toe and George should be able to handle the day-to-day running of the ship, so that's out of the way. And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. Still, I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
In theory, the Courageous gives us the ability to fly around the whole country with ease. But in reality, the Noble Alliance has control over most of Erebonia, so we're limited in where we can actually go.
Yeah, we don't want to risk getting too close to Alliance territory. We'd run the risk of being captured, or even worse, being shot down.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land with an amazing airship like this at our disposal.
Care to share your thoughts on this, instructor?
Oh, you kids can just do whatever you want. I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got cut off. You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father, but...
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the Art State School of Swordsmanship, if you know what I'm saying.
I was kidding.
In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting whatever you end up doing, I'll be happy to help you out. Just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids, not to me. If you want my advice, then you got it, but you need to be able to make all the important decisions on your own.
Of course. You almost sound like an instructor for once.
Getting back to the matter at hand, we don't need to decide everything right at this moment. Let's say you to figuring out how and what for now.
Come again?
I assume what would be our overall goal. Something realistic that we can all work together towards. And the how would be a basic idea of how we intend to achieve it. It's a little trick we use in the student council. It's easy to get motivated when you have a specific goal in mind.
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the weeks before the Academy Festival, remember? The culture was what you were working toward, and all your other planning was how you intended to pull it off. I see. That makes sense. We did spend a lot of time before and during the festival working out all the details, come think of it. Well, it means to take care of the things we couldn't plan, like strange stuff at the old school hills.
We were coordinating with all the other classes and clubs at the same time, too.
To break it down step by step, we did so much without even realizing it. And we may have our own personal goals right now, but if we can wrap those into one overreaching goal, it won't seem half as much. How about we make it something related to the academy itself then? I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wonder what's happening there.
Toa, George. The academy is currently under the Noble Alliance's control, right?
That's right. The staff and students who are there are doing what they can, but...
As you know, during the attack, lots of the students managed to flee Twister and they're scattered across the country. Most of the upper-class students chose to stick it out, though. They've got no reason to fear the Alliance being nobles and told. Alright then. I think our watch should be taking back the academy.
That sounds good to me. The Courageous will serve as a good means of transport, but we'll need a proper base sooner or later. But with it, we can get a better look at the current state of things in Erebonia, and try to reach out to those who are in need.
And whatever information we learn along the way could bring us much closer to liberating the academy.
Can't see taking it back going that smoothly, though. No doubt, it's near the capital, so its defenses are going to be rock solid. Still, I like it. What goal is more worthy of us than reclaiming something we hold so dear?
Indeed, regardless of personal motivations, I can't think of an objective more fitting to you must disagree. And if we actually manage to achieve it, the sky's the limit for us.
I'm gently moved by your positivity. Well, their optimism is probably their strongest point. We were thinking something along the same lines. In fact, so it works out. And hey, if we all thought about it, what's to stop the others from thinking it too? So if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the academy, why not go and ask them to join us? I'm not saying it has to be your primary focus or anything, but the more people we have on our side, the better.
That's a great idea. Yeah, we'll be able to sure to keep an eye out. Well, we have been the bare minimum crew we need to fly the world, but as long as this is their full-time job. I'm sure our current staff wouldn't be here forever, so we're going to need a few extra hands on board at some point. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
You're still talking to George, you know.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
Okay. I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we get on our side, the higher chance of staying to making Trista and the Academy our home again. And I don't know about you, but I get the sweet sense of satisfaction knowing that we students are going to be the ones to do it. I know the feeling, actually. Everything works for me. I'd say that's our how decided, wouldn't you?
Agreed. To wrap all this up, we'll use the Courageous as our base, and as a way to get a good idea of the current state of things in Eastern Erebonia. Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many fellow Thor students to help us out as we can. All for the scheme of our primary military goal, taking back Thor's military academy. I suppose we need to decide. Next is where we should head for first.
Yeah, we don't have many places we can go at the moment, but there's Legram, Ymir, the North Highlands. We're able to land at the 4th Armored Division's base too, right?
Yeah, I asked Dad about that yesterday, and he's fine with it. Probably better for us to swing by all of them at once, really. At once.
Oh, almost forgot. Prince Oliver sent you a few requests to take care of.
He did?
Oh, joy. The details all right behind you. Behind us?
Oh, there's an actual marble beginner here. I've only have really used to one class.
No need to fear. Technology doesn't bite. Plus, it'll be easier in the long run for you to grab stuff from there. So go on, take a look.
Sure.
Oh, of course she knows how to use it. Oh, lucky us. These are made by the Imstein Foundation, so they're identical to the ones we used in class. There we go.
Something popped up. So, this is how everything's displayed.
The Intelligence Division has some of these too, I think. Alright. So, want to read through them?
Monster Madness, find our first years without leave, and Badass in Danger. What do you want to read first?
Should we just go in order?
We can go in front order or back order. It's up to you.
I don't care. I'm good out of the way.
I don't care either, so that's what I'm letting you pick.
Should we read the optional ones first?
Okay.
Alright. So let's start with without leave.
A civilian we had taken into our protective custody has vanished. Would you be willing to offer us a few more sets of eyes as we look for him? Speak with me at the camp for further details. Craig.
And we'll get 3,000 mirror for that one.
Nice.
Okay, Badass in Danger.
No idea.
Yeah, who should read it?
Batteries in trouble. The damn old soldier say, damn it. I'll tell you at the end of the gram, okay? Hurry up and get over here. Cargo.
And that'll also be 3,000 mirror.
Alright.
Okay, now let's read the required ones.
Which one first?
Monster Madness.
A large mysterious monster has appeared on the Highlands. We would ordinarily have East Lacan to take care of it. We set on patrol and can't be reached. Would you be willing to defeat its force in his state? If so, you can find me talking with Quinn in the lakeside cape. Elder Ivan.
Alright. And now for find our first years. Okay. I figured out where a few Thor students are. I know it's important to get them to join us, but I just want to make sure our first years are safe. You'll be checking on Monica, Ben, Casper, and Phoebe. I'm sure they'd all make great additions to the crew. The terminal on the bridge will tell you just where you can find them. Thanks, Toa. And we'll get 2,500 mirror for each of those two. So we're looking
11,
at 6,000. Yep, you're right. 11,000. Alright, sounds good. So exit out of this.
And hell, I wish it was my imagination, but I think I saw a dispersingly familiar
I hadn't
name
read
on one of them
Alyssa's
as well.
yet. There's one from Nord, one from Legram, one from Gorelia's Proven Ground. Seems we got plenty of work in store for us all over the country.
I'll read it again. And I wish it was my imagination, but I think I saw a dispersingly familiar name on one of them as well. I'm kind of worried about the one Dad sent us. But I don't think I can ignore the unusual monster that appeared in Nord either.
Prince Oliver took the time to gather and send all these to us himself?
Wow, how'd he manage to do that? He just left for Western Arabonia. He's a guy with plenty of connections, especially to the Bracer Guild. He said he's going to keep finding stuff like this that he thinks you can handle and send them your way. How many you end up doing is up to you, but I'd recommend taking care of the more urgent ones at least.
Understood. I don't think any of us minds one bit.
Indeed, it helps bring focus to our goal of touring the region and helping those in need. With that being said, I would assume checking the safety of our fellow Thor students is our top priority.
I took the liberty of giving you that one myself. We're slowly getting information on where other Thor students could be. Anytime we find something, we'll update the computer, and who knows, maybe they'll be willing to join us too. How convenient.
I'm suddenly very grateful for those classes. Guess we'll be checking this thing pretty often.
Well, I think it's almost everything. When you decide where you want to go first, let me know, okay? Oh, and George is hard at work setting up an oil factory in the ship's hold. So if you need any modifications made to your Arcus or any course, you can sort those out there. While you're at it, it's worth checking out the other facilities on board, too. It's not much now while we're short on staff, but I'm sure any students you recruit will get creative with their space.
Might as well. Still, do you guys mind if we figure out who's going to be making up our active party when we disembark first? Actually, if we're doing it now, would you mind including me? I'd like to see the strange monster from the Hans request myself. I don't mind at all. That sounds fair.
I can come with you if you need. I can come with if you need a hand too. You just let me know if I'm needed, okay?
Thanks, instructor. Now, let's see. It is temporarily not possible to remove guys from the party.
Fair enough. Okay, so we can pick 4 more people. I think Elliot for sure, cause healer.
Elliot or Emma?
I don't know which one has more healing magic.
Elliot's the healer, but Emma's our offensive mage.
Well, is there a reason we can't have both?
Yes, party space.
I repeat, is there a reason we can't have both?
Yes, party space, because we need someone on the backs. We need the back slot for Alyssa or Machias.
Yeah. And then we still have one more after that.
Right.
So I still don't see your problem. I still don't see the problem with taking both. Okay, let me spell this out. If we take Alyssa, Elliot, and Emma, we'll still have one more space.
Okay. We'll put the instructor Sarah in there.
I kind of want to take Laura, but I guess.
Which do you want, Laura or instructor Sarah?
Why don't we pick our own parties?
Okay, that's fair enough, but here's the thing. As I read to you earlier, and for anyone who might be listening to this, we have to focus on the party that we're going to take with us through to the end of the game. Now,
yeah, that's what I was thinking about also.
We can't get rid of guys right now. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Alright, and my only problem with Ellie is the fact that he's so low level.
Yeah, but how's he going to gain levels if we leave him behind?
Point.
Plus, he still has the best healing magic.
Alright. And then support. Emma.
Well, actually, doesn't Alyssa have healing abilities too? Maybe not as good as Elliot's, but
she's got the one craft which will do some healing.
So you still think I should take both her and Elliot then?
Well, the point for her is that she's the distance fighter, plus she has that one thing that will restore CP over the whole group.
Right.
And guys is one thing, but Reen we know is an absolute CP glut.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put Alyssa in.
I can put instructor Sarah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we both agreed on Alyssa, right?
Yes, she's already in.
Okay, well, you didn't tell me that on your end. Let's see. I want Elliot, Emma, and I still, like I said, you want to take Sarah, that's fine. I'd rather take Laura.
Okay. Laura, then.
No, I'm saying you can still take Sarah. It's up to you. That's what we agreed, that we would decide on our own parties. So if you want to take Sarah instead of Laura, that's fine. Well, okay, I think I see where you're coming from. Fine, I'll take Sarah.
There we go.
If I must.
You don't have to, can you? Like you said,
Well, yeah, but I was thinking the cutscenes might be a little different if we take different characters. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, so I guess I'll have to take Sarah.
No, or we could both take Laura.
That's up to you.
I like Sarah myself just because the chances for comedy with her are much more greater.
Yeah. Alright, fine. Maybe we can put Laura in later when we don't need Gaius anymore.
Yeah. Laura would actually be fantastic as our secondary frontline fighter.
Yeah.
Or Eustace.
Right. Although I'd hate to leave Fee out. There's too many good party members, that's the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, anyway, I'm gonna close the thing now.
Okay, let's get going.
Oh, wait a minute, I wasn't at the cutscene yet. Okay.
Right.
Let's go, go, go!
Just a sec. Act 2, The Awakening Lions.
I should probably do as the instructor recommends and tour of the facilities on board at least once before disembarking. There's not much, but it'd be smart to go see tours in the ship's hold and pay Valakbar a visit. Might be good to see Princess Elfie too. You can have used the student info tab in your notebook. And I'm going to save here.
Yeah, this sounds like a good place to stop for the night, doesn't it?
Yep, it certainly does.
Alright, so, yep, I hope we finally officially begun Act 2. So,
yep.
I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and as always, you can follow my YouTube channel link below to be notified, to view my past live streams, as well as my Twitter to be notified when I go live, or to make another announcement. And when will you be on again? Sunday night?
I may be on tomorrow night as well, so...
Okay, so you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Both nights?
Or we could continue this, or we could just watch anime or whatever.
We usually will do anime on Monday, but okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, so...
Alright. Actually, tomorrow might be better for watching anime, actually.
Oh?
Yeah, I think I have to go see the doctor on Tuesday, so I might have to be up early that day.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Should be alright, but I believe both of our series is already backed up enough, so...
Yeah.
Alright.
Anyway, again, thanks for everyone that tuned in tonight, and I should be back tomorrow night for more, to play more of Judgment. Hopefully that problem I was having with not being shown where to go as usual will be fixed. I don't know. If not, I may have to find a guide to know exactly where to go. Yeah, but usually the game shows me where to go, and so for some reason it's not. I feel like it's a glitch or something. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow night. So if you'll stick around, I'll be dropping a host. Let's see who's on tonight. I don't think Bakusan is. Let's see if Kapoyo is. Okay, yeah, Kapoyo's on, so that's who will host tonight. And she is playing Final Fantasy XIV.
Realm Reborn, good game.
Yep. Sadly, I can't play it, but... Anyway, I will see you tomorrow night, and I'll see you tomorrow night as well, Rio.
Take care, and we'll see you all Sunday, possibly for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yep. Alright, take care, have a good night,
Ken.
and take care, everyone. You too. Good night,
Take
Rio.
care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.